Okay, still project creation is going on, friends. Okay, in this diagram, you guys want more clarity in this diagram? Shall I explain something until this project is creating now? Hmm?
Yes, sir. There's something new then please explain.
Okay, so whenever we are clicking on the register button, what internally will happen, right? How object creation will happen and how the data will store, how the data will map, right? So I'm telling that one. So here, what is that? Object will create, right? Object will create in that, what is that? id equal to null for, before, because this one is creating, what is that? Because from the form this data will not come, right? This data will generate, what is that? Id will generate our ORM framework, right? Id will generate
Yes,
our ORM
ORM.
framework. Yeah, so after then, what is that? Here, what is the username will be what? Username will be, what is that? Sandeep. Username will be Sandeep, right? After then what?
Password.
Yeah. After then user mail will be there, right? User mail will be, what is that? Yes, at the rate gmail.com, right? Gmail.com. After then, what is that? User pwd will be there, password will be there. This one will be something, what is that? Encrypt. It will become, what is that? Encrypted format. The data will become in the encrypted format. And after then what? Roles will be there, right? Roles will be like what? List, right? Roles will be in the format of what? List only. So
List
what is
of
that? Yeah, admin will be there, manager will be there, right? Admin will be there and manager will be there. So these data is primitive data, na friends. These data is primitive data and this one is the collection data, right?
yeah.
Yes, Ravi.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, Ravi.
So what will happen now internally? These data will store in this table and this data will store in this table.
Another table.
Yeah. Now clear? Things is clear now, guys?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So now our application project is ready now, guys. Okay. Let's start developing our application, right? So what we will do it now? First we will, because if security dependency will be there, if security dependency is there in our form.xml, then what is that? Every time it will ask what? Every time for the login, but still we are not implementing security, just we are register process we are doing now. So I'm commenting that spring security, this is the test. Okay, security, yeah, that one only, right? Yeah, this dependency, this one, right? I'm commenting this dependency now. Later whenever we will implement, what is that? Our security concept, then I will uncomment it, right? Okay. So I commented what I took at the time of creating the project. I took this security dependency, but still we don't need this security dependency, right? Whenever we need, because multiple stages are there in our project, not just we are doing the setup. That's why I took this dependency, right? So now what we will do it now? Next, what we will do it now? Come here, right? Come here. So first we need to specify all related property, right? Data JPA property, as well as what? MySQL property. After then what? Our port number, all those things we will write in those property we will write in the application property file, right? So first, what we will first step, let's go inside that. What is that? I'm going to use, what is that? MySQL database, right? I'm going to use what? MySQL database. So where the, yeah, I'm opening this one. So here what I'm going to do now, connect. So right click, create one database. I'm going to take the database name as a, what is that? Boot security. Boot security, right? Now I created one database, friends, right? One database, where that? Yeah, this one only, right? So boot database we created, right? In this database only we will store the our tables, right? Come on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So first what we will do it now, first in the property file, we will specify the port number only, right? Port number. So server dot port,
Port.
right? Port, just I'm taking 9090. Right. Okay. 9090. After then what we will do it now, we will specify what? We will specify what is that? Our database sorry, data source related things. So what was there now? Spring dot data source data source data source dot, what is that? Driver class name na? Come on, this one
Driver
only.
class name. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Another,
Driver class.
yeah, another one will be spring data source URL, right?
You are.
Dot
Yes, sir.
URL.
You are.
Okay. Another one will be spring data source username. Another
Username.
one is a spring data source password, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Username. Another one will be password, right? After then what? After the next one is what? JDBC, sorry, data JPA property. We will write data JPA property also, na friends. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So spring JPA spring JPA dot so SQL, right? So SQL. We will make this one as a what? True.
True.
After then what? Spring
Dot
dot JPA dot hibernate DDL dot auto. I'm taking
Yes.
create. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Spring dot JPA dot database platform I'm taking, right? To specify our dialect, friends, right? To specify our what? Dialect. Okay. Another one is what? Another dialect we will take now only, right? So another one is what? To decorate, right? A query whenever we will run the application, whenever we will see that, right?
Format.
Query.
SQL format.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, means class by class. So for that purpose, spring dot
Dot
JPA dot properties property, right? Property dot hibernate, I think. What is there? I'm also forgetting, 1 minute. Spring dot JPA dot property JPA property
One SQL format is also there. No?
spring dot JPA dot properties dot hibernate.
Hibernate property. Hibernate property.
I'm forgetting something, right? HIH, okay. Hibernate, HIBE, hibernate dot format SQL, right? Make this one as a true. Oh, true is coming, right? Yeah, fine. This property
Yeah.
only, but the suggestion we are not getting. Okay, if not work, we will check it, right? But it will work. This property only. Okay, so here dialect, right? So Control Shift T, just take what is that, MySQL 55 dialect is there na, take this one only. So copy this class, come here, paste it, after then take here dot, go there, go to top, copy the full package name, now paste it. Okay, so our Hibernate property is ready now. My database username is what, password is root, username is root, after then URL and Spring Data Source drivers, right? So Control Shift T, now driver, MySQL driver. So copy this one, come here, paste it, make this one as a what, dot, and again, yeah, here a suggestion also coming, right? Now take this one, first one only. See, com dot mysql dot cj dot jdbc dot driver, right? Now this one remove it. Yeah, this one is game. Serious suggestion is coming now.
Yes,
Yes.
Ravi.
Yeah, so fine now, friends. Okay, next what we will do it now, URLs we need, right? URLs we need. So I'm also not remembering those things. So what I'm going to do now, I'm using Chrome. Here what we will do it now, MySQL driver URL, right? Yeah, this one only, right? Copy this one, copy this one, come in our application, paste it. Sono is there na, just remove this one, come here, this is the database name, copy this one and come here and paste it, right? That's it. Okay, yeah, so our property is ready now, friends, right? Our properties are ready now. Okay, next what, something this one is giving. Okay, let's see that if this one is giving the problem, then we will think about that, right? But I think this one only. Okay, so now our property is ready now, friends. Okay, our property is ready now. So next what, next step, what we will do it now, next step, first what we will do it
Entity
now,
class.
sorry.
Entity class.
Yeah,
This entity.
yeah, first we will develop what, this entity class, right? First we will develop what, this entity class. So what, we took the name user, right? We took the name as a what, user, right?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah, so now come here, right click, take new, take class, now dot model, now here what is that, user,
User.
finish. Yes, so now if we want to generate setter, a getter method, and what is that, constructor, then what is that, at the rate data.
Data.
Yeah, Lombok API, right? After then, if we want to make that, what is that, ORM model class, right? So what annotation we will apply, entity
Entity.
class, right? So now come here, now what I'm doing now, just minimize this one, make this one as a here only. Yes, so I want to give this table name, right? I want to give, what is that, this table name. So what is the annotation now, at the rate
At the rate
table,
table.
right? Table,
Yes.
yeah, at the rate table. Inside that, what we will do it now, we will take the name as
Name
what
equal
is
to
the user
User
underscore
underscore
tab, right?
tab.
User underscore
tab.
tab now, friends. Okay, good. So next, what is that, how many variables are there, right? So come here.
Sure.
Okay, this is the our model class attributes, right? our model class attributes. These are our what? 1 minute. Make this one as also side by side, right? I want give clear picture to you people, right? So here what? Now I'm taking what? Private. What is that? Integer.
Teacher.
Integer. What is that?
ID.
ID. Another one is what? Private string
String user.
Username.
user name, right? Another one is what? Private string
String username.
user mail. Another one is what? Private string.
User
What is that?
PWD.
User PWD,
PW.
right? Another one is what? List, right?
Yeah,
List of
private list of
string.
string.
List of
Role.
string. Private.
Private.
Private. Now
Role.
what we will talk?
Roles.
Role.
Roles, right? These are the variables now, friends. Okay, these are the variables. Good. So after then what we need to do? Whenever our data, right? Whenever our why Lombok API is giving the problem. Hmm?
Update the product role.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's giving the problem, right? What is that? Multiple marker at the line. Okay, Control Shift O. Yeah. Oh, actually this one is right. Still this one is not imported. That's why it's giving the problem, right? Yes. So fine now, friends. So here what is that? What is our requirement now? What is our requirement? Whenever our data means whatever row and column will create, right? So this one ID, username, and you mail ID and a PWD like this will be there, right? So what is that? So if we want to generate primary key, so what is the annotation will be now, friends?
ID.
At the rate ID.
ID.
Okay, so but what is that? This ID I want to generate automatically whenever we are registering the form. So what is the annotation now? At the rate generated value.
Generate. GN.
Generated.
Generated value, right? At the rate generated value will be
Generated
there.
value.
Okay, so here we took ID, right? If we don't want take the column, then this one will become what is that in the database, this column only, right? But what is that? Column, right?
Upgrade column name equal to ID.
At the rate what is
Column.
Yes, COLUM. LU.
double L.
No,
yeah, yes,
COLU.
correct. Columns, right?
Only.
First one only.
First
Column,
one.
right? Column. In
Yes.
that, what we will do it now? We will take as a name as a what is that? Name as a ID,
ID.
right? So same things what we will do it now. Let's copy paste everywhere. Here little bit different scene is there. I'll tell. Okay, I'll tell. So here what we will do it now? You name.
You name.
Here we will take you mail ID, right?
Yeah, you mail.
You mail, right? You mail, and here we will take as a what is that? UPWD.
You got PWD.
UPWD. Okay.
PWD.
Yeah.
W.
Oh yeah.
PWD.
Uh,
Right.
yes.
Okay, friends. So now because how this data will store in different table, what annotation we need to apply on the top of this variable. So that annotation will be now, friends, at the rate element. @element collection, @element collection. Then what will happen now? Then our IOC container can able to differentiate this list, right? So what will happen now? Based on this one, what different table will generate, right? But what is that? No. Okay, this table is generating, but I want the table name this one. What is that? What I want now? Roles, right? We want what? Table name roles. So this, yeah, this annotation is mandatory, friends, but after then whatever annotation I'm going to apply, that annotation is not mandatory, right? Based on that it will generate roles, something table name will become, right? But I want what is that? My choice name, right? My choice name, and this one also my choice name. So that's why I'm taking that annotation. So what is that? @collections collection table, right? @collection table. We will take what is that? @collection table. Inside that, what we will do it now? What we will do it now? We will take the table name, right? What is the name we will give? We will give the roles underscore tab, right? We will give the roles underscore tabs. After then what? I want what is that? My choice name, this ID also, right? My choice ID name, right? So for that purpose, what annotate, what things we will use? Means we will join that, right? We will join this ID. So what will be now? What property? Join property will be there, right? Join columns, right? Join columns. In that, what we will do it now? One annotation is there. What annotation? @join, yeah, @join column, right? @join column. So in that, what we will do it now? In that, we will take what is that? Name property, and we will give what is that? ID. We will give the ID, right? Then this name will become what is that here? If I'm giving what is that here? XYZ, then here XYZ will become. Clear, friends? Please respond it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now here what is that? Roles are there na? Roles. Another column is what? Role, right? Come on.
Role.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to generating that column, just simple, we will take here @column only. Column only, right? Column. After then what? Name equal to what? Name equal to what? Role. Now clear?
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah. Clear.
Yes. So now based on, we mapped our entity class, we mapped based on that database, friends, right? Now our entity class is ready now. Our entity class is ready now. So next what we will do it now? Next we will develop what? Repository layer. Which layer we will develop it now, friends? Repository.
Okay.
Then the data will store in the database na? Come on.
Yes, yes, Ravi.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, friend.
So right click, take new, take one class, right? Take one class here. No, sorry, interface we will take, right? Because repository is an interface, right? New, take one
Yes.
interface, right? So here I'm taking what is that? Dot repo. Dot repo. Interface will be what? Our interface? User repo repository, right? Repository. Now finish it. After then what is that? We need to extend what is that? JPA repository here na, friends? Come on.
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah. I'm extending what? Extends JPA repository, right? JPA repository. So fine now. So here what we will give it now? T as a, what is that? User tab we will
User.
give, right? User we will give user model class, and over here what we will give? Primary key. Primary key, what is that? Data type? Integer, right? Integer. Now fine. Okay, our repository interface also ready now. So after then what we will do it now? So first our requirement is what? our first requirement is now what, guys? Okay, so come here in the diagram only, right? So whenever we will click on the register button, right? So what will happen now? This data will store in the database now. Come on.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
now for that, what we will do it now? We will write one service class or not, where we will write the business logics, friends. Come on.
In service class.
Right, we will write one service class. So before writing that, we will take what is that service interface, right? Service class as a
Interface.
what? Interface. So what is that? New, I'm taking what? One interface. I'm taking what? Dot service, right? Dot service. Here I'm taking what is that? I user service. I user service now. Okay, in this interface, what I'm going to do now? What I'm going to do now? For the saving purpose, I'm going to write one method, right? So what will be the method now? Public return type. I'm taking what is that? Integer, means data is stored or not. That counting number will return, right? So save user. Save user argument will be what is that? User only, right? User only, because we are going to store object only, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is the interface, but what we need to do, we need to
Implement.
we need to write implementation class also na. Come on,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Now new, take one class, right? Here com dot rk dot service dot impl, right? I'm taking the package name as what is that? impl. Okay, so here what is that? What the class name we will take? User service.
User service IMP.
Yeah, user service impl, right? Now
Yes.
finish. Here what we will do now? We will implement, right? We will implement
Implement.
that interface. Implement I user service. After then what we will do it now? Alt shift s plus v. We will override that abstract method in this implementation class na. Come on.
Yeah.
Yes. So, but what we need to do? We need to whenever our end user is, what is that? Saving the record, right? Whenever our end user clicking that, right? This data will by taking the help of service class, what will happen? The data will store in the database. But here uh, to performing database layer, which one will coming now? Repository layer, right? Come on. DO,
Yes,
nothing
sir.
but repository layer is there na. Come on.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what we will do it now? Here we will, in the service class, what we will do it now? We will make the has a relation with the service repository layer na. Come on, friends.
Yes. At the rate of auto.
Yeah, private user, what is that? User repository or
User
interface.
repository. Yeah.
Yeah,
User repository.
yeah. So
Repo.
repo, right? So what we will do it now? Here we will make this one as auto word na. Auto wired, right? We will make this one as a what? Auto wiring. Okay, good. So after then what we will do it now? Whenever like data will come here, right? This method here, what? This method will perform what? This method will perform save operation, right? So what we will do it now? Repo dot save, right? In the repository, what is that? Save method is there. In that, what we will do it now? This user we will
User.
pass. This user we will pass. But what is that? Return type is what? Int na. So we need to convert this one as what is that? Int. So what we will do it now? Get ID. We will take the get ID from the entity class. That's it, friends. Okay, our service IMPL class also ready now. Okay, so before doing that, before creating this what form, what we will do it now? What we will do it now? Let's develop first what? Let's develop first what? Controller class, friends. Okay, controller class, then we will design this page, right? Come on.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So now come here, right? Now come here. So here what we will do it now. Here what we will do it now. Just what is that? First we need what is that? Registration form only. Okay. Still don't bother about this area now, guys. Okay. Right click, new, take one class. Right now here what we will do? Take it now, controller. Controller, right? Controller. Here what is that? Take user controller. Now finish. Now finish. Now, oh, one things we forget. Okay, so this is the service class IMPL. How our IOC container will create the object of this IOC container? We need to
At the
apply.
rate of service.
Yeah, at the rate
Sir.
service we forgot.
Service.
Service
In
and
repository also not written at the rate of
no,
repository.
not required, because we took directly interface na. In the repository we don't need, right? If we are working on what directly need ORM, then we need to apply, otherwise no need here. Okay, so here what? User controller, right? User controller. In the user controller, if we want to make this class as a what? Controller class, then what annotation we will apply now? Controller.
The rate controller.
Yeah, at the rate controller annotation we will apply on the top of this controller class, right? So fine now, guys. So here what we will do it now? We will develop one. What is that? We will write one method, public string, public string. What is that? So register page, right? So register page, fine. So register page, and this method will return what is that? One register page only, right? Register or user register, user register, fine. So now what is that? And here what we will do it now? At the rate request mapping, sorry, or get mapping. Inside that what we will do it now? Register URL we will take, right? Now take this one. Now let's say start. People are getting my point. I'm just developing this
Yes,
up,
Ravi.
right? So next what we will do it now? Let's develop this page now, guys. Okay, let's develop this page, right? So everyone is ready?
Yes, Daddy.
Okay.
Yes, Ravi.
Yeah.
Now come here, right? Now what we will do it now? By default, what is that? It will take in the resource, what is that? Theme leaf we are using. We are going to use what is a theme leaf, right? So here only this area will take, right? So here what we will do it now? Take here what? HTML file, and next, and here what is that? User register dot HTML. Now next, finish. Okay, now good. So now let's design this page, right? Don't worry, I'll design this page. What is that? As a graphically I will give what is that? Graphical user interface also. Okay, like what we spring nine, sorry,
Using Bootstrap, no?
bootstrap, right? I will use bootstrap. Yeah, I'll use bootstrap also, but don't bother about now. Just see the structure and working functionality, right? Now today only we will implement. So here what? H1, right? Or let's take S3. Here what I'm taking now? Welcome to user page. Welcome to user registration page, right? Register page. Okay, register page, right? Register page. Oh, okay, good. Register page. Okay, so fine now. So inside the body section only we are taking, right? Yeah. So next what we will do it now? Next what we will do it now? We will take what is that? Form tag. Next what we will do it now? Form tag we will take. Next we will take as a what? form tag, right? Fine. Next we will take what? Form tag. Inside that what? I will modify the same page only, friends. Okay, please focus on this area. Okay, so now form tag, right? Form tag, and here what I'm going to take it now. Method we will take as what? Post,
Post.
because we will save the data na. So fine, fine. So inside that what I'm taking the pre tag now. Pre tag only. Later I will remove this pre tag. Okay, so first what we will take now? Username, right? Username input type equal to text name equal to just
database table name.
Table model name only, don't worry,
Model
but
name.
letter
You
yeah. Okay, next what is that? Copy the same only, another 1 2, and here what? User email. User email, here take user password, right? Here let's take what is that? User password, right? Password. So fine now. So here input type, take this one as a what? Password, right? Email ID is fine. Okay, after then what we will take it now? We will take roles, right? Roles, let's take roles as what is that? Input type equal to what is that? Checkbox, right? Checkbox name will be there. After then what? Value also there, right? Value will be what is that? Admin. Value will be admin.
One more
Manager.
Yeah, and one more roles will be there, right? Copy same only and make this one as what? Manager, right? Manager. Okay, good. Manager. After then what? Submit
Submit button.
button will be. Yeah. After then what? Input type equal to what? Sorry, submit value we will take as what is that? Register, right? So now our form is ready now, friends. Okay, our form is ready now. So now let's what we will do it now. First let's run our application, right? Now I'm running our application. Run our Spring Boot application. Okay. Okay, that property is not working. See this? No issue. Still our focus is not there in that area. Na? So now here what? Property. In the property, what is the port number we took? 9090 na? Now come here. Now http 9090/register hit it. We are getting this right. Welcome to user registration page na, friends. Come on.
Yes.
We are getting right. But the question is what? Some people are good in the UI part, right? Some people are good in the UI part, right?